What's this story though? Priest, what is this about?
This is Friday the 13th Equestria Girls.
Oh shit, dude, really?
Yep. After the friendship games and Human Twilight is transferred to CHS, she and her friends head to Camp Everfree, where there's a forest spirit and a revenant named Jason Voorhees and Gaia Everfree.
Oh shit.
One who threatened the camp with everlasting plagues, and one who will kill anyone who comes back to the camp, as Jason died as a kid when he drowned in the lake, and his mother Pamela Voorhees battled Gaia Everfree back in 1980, and they died in an ultimate sacrifice as Jason returned from the waters. Now a death battle between Jason and Gaia has begun.
Gaia.
I watched the original movie, so I should be, really in tune with this.
And they will fight to the death behind masks until one knows the truth. F13th is copyrighted Paramount. MLP Equestria Girls is copyright Hasbro. The story is rated M for intense violence and bloody gore. Inspired by Sean Cunningham, creator of the series.
Like, I can draw and do this at the same time. I'm a garbage human, and we.
I know it's pronounced Gaia.
But like, who's being who? Like, how we do this?
Well, we'll do same thing. Alex guys, you girl, and I narrate. How's that work? Unless Alex, you want to do more pivotal role.
No. Just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Hot.
Bend over.
We all knew that was coming, guys. But
All right. Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, like let's do this, man.
Chapter 1. 1980. Gaia versus Pamela. In 1980, Pamela Voorhees began the massacre at Camp Everfree and created a death curse to anyone who comes to the camp right after her son Jason Voorhees drowned in the lake and died as she sought revenge on the ones who did not save him from the bullies.
Oh.
But a forest spirit named Gaia Everfree was not happy that Pamela placed a death curse upon the camp. So she approached her and gave her a warning.
Was that me?
Yes.
Mother of Jason, you are to cease this death curse in my woods or be destroyed!
She warned.
No! Whenever someone like you comes here dies, if you want this camp, you have to first!
Said Pamela as she put up her fighting stance.
So be it!
Said Gaia. Whatever. The two came at each other and began to slice, slash, stab, and cut with every move they have. For Pamela, she used her knife and stabbed through Gaia. She was leaking blood at the moment, but she endured it and continued her fight against Pamela. She got cut through the skin on her belly, but she endured it too and continued her fight.
Why do you seek revenge to avenge your son?
Gaia asked.
Because the counselors of the camp did not pay attention, and now to keep you, my son, I will give my life to...
She said. Pamela then grabbed a machete and stabbed Gaia in the chest as the moment that she gave up her life for Jason and the camp. In their final moments, Gaia began to crumble and shatter into pieces and out of existence, while Pamela fell to the ground and died. A few years later, Jason has risen from his watery grave and began to hide in the woods for whenever Gaia Everfree returns. But his life will be altered by the wielders of friendship and harmony to solve the murderous mystery of the camp's death curse. Also, Friday the 13th by the Misfits!
Ooh.
Oh my.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Camp Everfree.
Trying to wait for... There it is. On chapter 2. I'm at Welcome to Camp Everfree.
Okay. No, I just want to see. Do we want? Are we gonna add? Does anyone care?
What?
Lambie.
Oh, like a...
Don't let me
Oh.
steal my male voices. I'm the king of male voices. I've got this.
It's up to you guys right now. It's fine. It's fine.
Let's keep it us four. Especially if Flam and Enigma might come back.
Yeah, like, if they're gonna come back, that's the problem. Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
But tell
Welcome
Lammy
to-
we love him very much.
Welcome
go.
to Camp Everfree. In 2016, the students of Canterlot High and the Humane 7 came to Camp Everfree and began unloading from the bus. When they got off the bus, they collect their bags, suitcases, and other appliances that are needed. As they took a view of the camp scenery, they were feeling calm and happy. When Pinky counted out the major events back in 2013, 2014, and 2015, she did not really say them as an offense. When Sunset replied,
None taken. You get used to it.
as she playfully pushed Twilight on the back. When all the walking around stopped, Gloriosa Daisy, the CEO of the camp, came to welcome them along their brother Timber Spruce.
Timber... what?
Spruce.
Spruce. I kind of like Timber Spruce, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of wonderful.
As they continued, Timber passed out some cards to assign the students separate tents. But then came Filthy Rich, a greedy man who wants to tear down the camp. But Gloriosa told him to leave for the next few days. Then Twilight and Timber made their first meet. As they chat, Twilight went to her tent with Sunset, and they were observing the tent. Then at the roads, when Filthy Rich was departing from the camp, a certain hockey-masked man came out of nowhere and slammed his fist on his limo's hood.
Oh no!
When that happened, Rich was furious and came out of his car to confront the masked man.
What is wrong with you? My car was thousands of cars. Sorry, I can't say it.
Try it again.
Okay. What is wrong with you? My car was thousands of currency.
My car was thousands of currency, guys.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
He said as he was cut off when the masked man grabbed him by the throat and used his machete to stab him in the belly. The driver was trying to escape, but he was then grabbed and received a heart punch through the chest, leaking blood. He then pushed the limo off the road with his hands and force and grabbed the two corpses and threw them off the road.
What the fuck is this, guys?
Back at the camp, when Sunset and Twilight are settling, a strange man came and startled the girls. He then said,
You should not be here. There is a death curse here.
Death curse? What's it about?
asked Sunset.
Death, Sunset! Come on, jeez!
Today is Friday the 13th, and a death curse comes out and kills anyone who stands in the way.
He said.
Sorry. Well, if it's a mystery, then we should have to solve it first.
Said Twilight.
Who said it was a mystery? Jesus fucking Christ. By the way, what's your name?
Asked Sunset.
I'm Crazy Ralph. Be careful, or you're all doomed.
He said as he rode away on his bike.
Nah.
Well, I think it's something is coming for us to give a death to us.
Said Twilight.
Oh my god. Not unless we can stop it!
Said Sunset as they walked out of the tent as night comes and they are at the campfire with Timber telling a story of the camp's legend and death curse. Chapter 3. A Tale of the Death Curse and Gaia. It is night, and people gathered around to hear a fateful legendary tale of Gaia Everfree, a forest spirit being angered by the camp's construction and threatening to unleash a plague of natural disasters upon it, all by not knowing the truth that camp was built for people to relax, have fun, and explore.
What is that? Wait, hold on. That's what camp is for? God, could have fooled me. Sorry.
What is camp for?
Porn.
That's not your answer for everything, Milk.
Yeah.
Alright. When she was told the truth, she gave them a certain warning not to go to her part of the forest or their fates will be sealed. He also told the campers that there was a death curse put on the camp, all caused by Pamela Voorhees, who killed the counselors here, and Gaia Everfree was not happy of the massacre, and then Pamela and herself began to fight each other for the camp's survival, all by Pamela, who gave her life to kill Gaia.
God damn, dude.
Then heavy footsteps were heard far from the fire and echoed.
Ch-ch-ch! Ha!
The masked man. Oh, like.
I get what you...
Oh.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
I like Alex's version better.
That's
I
scary.
like Alex's version a fucking lot. Oh yes, I like
The
Alex's
masked
version
man
a lot.
was told about his mother and her fight with Gaia. Then Timber told them of the death curse continuation, all by Pamela's son, Jason Voorhees, who has the supernatural strength so very brutal to kill hundreds for his lust for blood since the day his mother died, and he is to punish anyone who comes to the camp with ambition and ignorance, especially Gaia Everfree, who fought his mother. As the story ended, Jason walked away to hide somewhere else. The main seven then talked of where did Gaia Everfree come from and why is she such a threat to the other campers, even Jason. When people are tired, they went to their tents and gone to sleep.
Is there something we can do about helping Jason to forgive others and how we felt the loss of other?
Asked Twilight.
There can be a day just until we first encounter him.
Said Sunset as they went to sleep. Jason approached the tent with Twilight and Sunset in it. He could sense the presence of Midnight Sparkle inside Twilight, and he will not rest until Midnight falls victim to his bloodlust. As they slept, he went to his hiding spot to wait for other natural happenings that he must hear, and he left with an echo.
Ch-ch-ch! Ha!
I love it.
The Midnight and the Masked Man, Chapter 4. As the sun rose, Twilight had another nightmare about Midnight. But it was different when Jason came out of nowhere and sliced Midnight. As she woke up in panic, Sunset woke up in a fighting stance, but there was nothing. Sunset asked Twilight of what is the problem, but she refused to tell her. As the hours passed, the students spread out to the activities they are assigned to, but for Twilight, she and her dog Spike ran away to a little pond. She was telling Spike the truth about her nightmare, and she is worried about her friends that Midnight's magic is infecting them. Then she begins to keep walking, and she come across Sunset.
She begins to keep walking. Hold on. How does one begin to keep walking?
These are the mysteries. These are the death curse.
God damn it.
Sunset was worried why Twilight was running away before anything grabbed Twilight's arm, and she has a new ability to look into people's memories. When Sunset found out, she was thrilled, but for Twilight, she is worried about the last time she used magic. It turned her into a monster. Sunset told her it was used to turn her into a monster as well, but as long Twilight had Sunset, she can solve her problems no matter what as long as they are together.
Gay.
But then heavy footsteps were heard and they looked around and they saw an axe. They are now face to face with Jason Voorhees as he came closer and giving them a fright and terror.
What?
As they screamed, they waited for him to attack, but he didn't, that in which made them calm down. Sunset was the first to touch him and look at his memories. When she looked, Jason was a little boy when a group of bullies surrounded him and chased him down at the camp dock. He then fell into the water, drowning. He was calling for help, but the counselors, including Gloriosa, did not save him and left him to die. Then Pamela, his mother, began the death curse by killing counselors, but not Gloriosa. She was then met by Gaia Everfree and dueled her until she made a sacrifice that Jason come out and continue the bloodlust.
Am I drunk or does this make no sense?
It makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
When Sunset let go of his arm, she was shocked, scared, and worried of what happened.
Shocked, scared, and worried?
Yes.
Good.
We are so sorry that you have lost your mother. We know how you feel.
That's
Sorry,
my line.
sorry.
We are so sorry that you have lost your mother. We know how you but seek revenge will not bring her back.
Said Sunset.
I tried to channel you there. We would like to teach you how to forgive. Would you like to be our friend?
Asked Twilight. Jason then took a few moments. Then he patted the girls' heads and agreed.
What the fuck is this? No.
Always pat the lowlies' heads.
I see. If you have any, give us a holler, okay?
Asked Sunset. Jason nodded as he turned away to hide somewhere else in the woods. But as they went back to the camp, they went to find their friends and told them about their encounter with Jason. They were shocked. When they continue to relax, they will be in trouble of horror, monstrosity, and death that will come at them.
Were those little sentences by the end of that there? Like the have had some, I think, kind of forgot how there.
Gloriosa's Secret Revealed, Chapter 5. Sunset brings Twilight and Spike with her to investigate a nearby cave off limits by timber, where they find a deposit of geodes infused with equestrian magic. The three are confronted by Gloriosa, who reveals herself to be the true cause of the magical incidents. Sunset learns through her visions that Gloriosa, desperate prevent the camp's imminent foreclosure, has been wearing the geodes as a necklace to harness their magic in attempts at approving the campers' experience. Timber, disapproving her reckless actions, invented the story of Gaia Everfree to cover for her.
God, this story.
Gloriosa adds more geodes to the necklace and is corrupted by their power, taking on an appearance resembling Gaia.
Why, Gloriosa? Why?
Sunset shouted in pain.
Sorry, but it's the only way to keep filthy rich away from my camp.
Gloriosa responded in a menacing tone. As she goes to the camp, Jason then saw her. He then hears the screams of Twilight and Sunset. He used his machete to cut the vines to set them free. When he did, he then pursued Gloriosa to the camp.
He has freed us!
Twilight said.
Oh, it's me still, huh? Yes, but we must go back and warn the others.
Twilight replied as they traveled back to the camp. As they both entered the camp, Gloriosa enacts her intent to protect them by trapping the entire camp in a giant bramble cage. Little did she not know that she has seen the girls in front of her ready to make their stand. But what came at them is Jason Voorhees himself. They screamed in terror when he was ready to fight Gloriosa in an intense death battle. Gloriosa looked at his mask and she made a mask of her own, colored rose and her goggles painted on it as she put on the mask. The battle between masked creatures has begun. Chapter 6. The
How
Spirit.
many are there?
This isn't a super long story.
What the fuck is going on? What did I come back to?
Only 2 more.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And they're about the same length. The Friday the 13th Equestria Girls.
By the way, what is Shadowblade's key?
Oh, God.
Like,
I don't know. Can you find that out, Enigma?
What?
it's okay.
Shadowblade's key work.
I don't fucking remember. It was like a shit ton of things piled on top of each other, I think.
That's what I'll go find it.
No, it's okay. I'm looking for it. You have to like do some reading and shit.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to read. Like,
Chapter 6. The Spirit versus the Revenant. Jason and Gaia began their duel with the use of their weapons and slicing, slashing, and cutting each other when blood is leaking out of them. Their raging battle damaged portions of the camp and everywhere else. Jason's blood is covering the vines, causing them to wilt. Gaia was furious that she stabbed through his chest, but he did not die as Gaia began to cover herself with vines and Jason is unable to cut through. When her friends and Jason failed to stop Gloriosa's rampage with his strength and their own powers, Twilight is encouraged by them to assist by embracing her own magic. Following one final struggle against Midnight's Sparkle, Twilight asserts control of herself and takes the geode necklace apart, freeing Gloriosa from its influence. Midnight was then separated from Twilight and was blasted away very far from the camp to somewhere else. When she landed, she was tormented to slumber for 7 years. Twilight and others were surprised that it was Jason's power that knocked Midnight out of Twilight. Jason then approached the girls. Fluttershy was scared and the others. That was the sentence.
that was the sentence?
But Sunset told them he is not dangerous. She said,
Jason is here to help us and save the camp. Oh, so, okay, welcome to the group, Jason.
said Rainbow Dash.
Fuck.
They then prepared to battle Gaia and they made their move. Jason put a few strikes on Gaia, making her bleed. Then with one final powerful strike, Jason drove his machete through her head and stabbed through her heart, which is in her head apparently. When he pulled out his weapon, Gaia fell into the river and the cage disappeared. The girls were shocked of Jason's fight, of how he did slay his enemies.
I know you hate Gaia, but you don't have to give Gloriosa that brute.
Said Sunset.
Yeah, besides, you are more better than what you are, what the fuck? Besides, you are more better than what you are.
Sugar Cube.
Okay, Shadowblade, key marks, like a knife.
Said Applejack. Then a voice was heard, and it came from Gaia Everfree.
You may have won the battle, Jason, son of Pamela, but not the war between you and me. Beginning.
The final chapter.
Thank
A legendary protector and friend. After their confrontation, Timber came to Jason and the girls and said,
Isn't Timber a guy?
Alex.
Is Alex asleep?
Is it male or female?
You, it's
hell.
you.
Oh,
go,
God, Jesus, sorry. Okay. I am so sorry what has happened. I know that Gloriosa is still out there, but Jason, please, don't kill her.
Jason then had no choice but to agree of what Timber said. Okay.
No choice. Just he said to do it. Guess I gotta do it.
As everyone cleaned the debris away, Timber then approached Celestia and Luna, making an apology of what happened to his sister, and decided to give up the camp. But they said it is not right to give up, so they planned to set up a ball in the Crystal Cave and invited everyone for his special occasion to rebuild and save the camp. But they were suspicious that Filthy did not come at all. The principals asked Jason of where he is. Where
is Filthy Rich?
asked Celestia. Jason responded by uncovering a hole he dug, revealed the dead corpse of Filthy Rich. When they saw him, they were scared and they screamed in fright. The girls then approached him and asked him,
Where is... Oh, that's the one part. You killed him!
asked Rainbow Dash. No. Jason nodded.
Why?
Asked Adge. Fluttershy translated his silent comments.
He said that he kills anyone who shows ambition and ignorance. States that Filthy is greedy and really shows ambition.
Wait. So,
Wait a second. Hold on.
anyone who shows ambition or ignorance gets murdered by him?
Yes.
Apparently.
So
That's
everyone.
like the entire bar cast.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true too.
Well, that does... Yeah, pencil?
No, I was just going to read my lines, so go ahead. No, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I'm a butt.
Oh. Okay. That's fine too. Well, that does not mean you kill any other innocent lives. Like I said, you are more better than what you are.
Said Aj. Jason nodded in guilt.
It's okay. We forgive you. Forgiveness is important for you to forgive others in your life, Jake.
Said Luna.
That mask you wear really suits you, darling.
Said Rarity, which Jason blushed a little under a mask.
Come on! We have a ball in the Crystal Cave and you're invited. Like to come?
Asked Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
Jason nodded and came along to the cave. Song! As the ball continued, Jason then had a first good time in years with his new friends. But with Gaia and Midnight out there in the world, he would do anything to protect his friends from them at any cost. Back at CHS, magic came out of the top of the portal and in the world of humans. Jason sensed their presence, and he let out an echo to call for their presence to help him and his friends with a
Cha-cha-cha. Ha!
So, is Jason the prettiest Equestria girl?
Yes.
Jesus.
The end.
Wait, what? No, does that have an end?
That's it. That was the ending.
That's not an ending. Wait, what?
So, to summon the girl, he just does a signature noise, and they just come running out of the woodwork.
Well,
Yes.
okay.